What the hell? Working
Yeah,
in
yeah,
the office? No, no,
yeah,
no. You
yeah.
need to be silenced right now. You know what? I'll even bleep it out the podcast.
No, 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 no. No, working in the
Because
office is
no.
good. No, no, working in the office is good because there is. It's true.
What? Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Welcome back to Melanin Gamers Podcast, a
Whoa.
bite-sized podcast.
What's going on?
Hot takes, basically. I'm here with Obsidian Fury
What's going on, my people?
and OG Ataki.
Yeah.
And today we are talking about the importance of in-person events. We love a good in-person event. Recently, we were invited by Bandai Namco, so shout out to them, for the Tekken 8 launch, which is an amazing game. We all had such a good time. And so I just want to and obviously we love our online tourneys, online events and stuff. But we just want to talk about the importance of events like the one that we went to and how important they are. And if they are still important with the growing increase of everyone being online, the metaverse and all of that stuff. Are in-person events still important? I will go to you first, Obsidian Fury.
Yes, what's going on, gang? I believe that with the emergence, I don't believe that we're going to be seeing any kind of massive interactive where I think what people imagine the metaverse and the way it's described, I don't think that's any time soon. There's definitely progress when it comes to generative AI, like ChatGPT and Mid Journey, but in-person events, it's just human beings are social animals by default. And I think that there's online elements are always good, but they should always be used as an aid because there's no substitute for that in-person interaction, that gut feeling, the shaking of the hands. And that might sound very traditional, but just in-person events, talking to people, getting to know people, and really fostering a community. I think that's where our strength comes from, and I think that we should never ever lose it. So I'm always for hot take. Okay, I'll give you a really hot take. I think that I'm also for working in the office unless it's drastically not good.
What the hell? Working in the office? No,
Yeah,
you need to be silenced right now. You know what? I'll even bleep it out the podcast.
No. Working in the
Because
office is
no.
good. No, working in the office is good because there is.
What?
It's true. No, working in the office because
In some cases,
yeah.
hybrid working can be good.
Yes, because it just feels like we're losing someone who's if they grew up in that kind of atmosphere, it feels like they'll lose something fundamental. We used to make friends. We my generation, we make friends in person, and then we use social media to catch up with each other. Whereas I think people nowadays, the generations after us, are making friends online, and it's they're in their room for 29 hours of the day, and it's I don't know. There's just something missing there. With that basic human interaction is required, and I think that some people, I think most people who are gamers who work behind the desk, they get that from the work environment, right? So I think that hybrid working is definitely great, and I support it wholeheartedly. I think that where it's applicable, it should absolutely be full steam ahead. But I do think that we need to have a place where you can touch another human being. And I don't mean your corner shop owner. I mean an actual person who knows your name and that kind of thing. Yeah, that's my opinions on it. But to the wider point, I absolutely love in-person events, and I think that they are what foster a community.
I don't know about you, but my corner shop guy knows my name. I'm there all the time. He knows exactly what I want.
No, you're in Ghana, okay? So you don't get an opinion on the matter, okay?
My London corner store person, yeah. So there's that part of the story. Okay, OG Attack, I'm gonna head to you as well because I mean, working the commute. Hello, surely we both do not agree with City Fury.
Yeah. Not in terms of the you need to work in an office. I do believe, sometimes going into an office at certain times to do certain things can work, and that's what hybrid working is. In terms of importance of these events like the Bandai Namco one for Tekken 8, I do think they're important. I do think they're great for the community. It's inspiring for the community. I on points in what Obsidian was saying, I do believe that nowadays everyone has an online persona. And we can become great friends with online personas, and we can we can move forward and connect with them and work with them, which I do. But then I've gone to this event and I've met some of these people, and I didn't know what they look like. I was like, oh, that's you, it's me. I was like, oh, that's you, it's me. Yeah, great.
I love that.
Yeah, and
so much.
during those talks, we get to collaborate more. We've actually met, and we're more inspired and excited to work together through that meeting and connection, and vice versa. You meet some people, play a couple of games of Tekken with someone. It's like, oh wow, that was great. So what do you do? I do this, and that. We've connected, and now future projects can go ahead forward. So yeah, the importance of in-person events are great, especially in like the digital industry, because it kind of makes it a reality. You know, I can play Tekken or any other game online all the time. I could think I'm the sickest guy ever. But until I'm put into the real world and I'm playing against other people like that, and you're vibing with them, you're learning new tricks, yeah, not from just watching a character play online and maybe chatting to someone on TeamSpeak, but you're here, you're in person, you're seeing the grandness of it. All these people came for something that you yourself enjoy very much. And that's what inspires and, like you say, fosters that sense of community within like the digital industry. So although I do think since COVID and stuff, it's been great that we found out we don't necessarily need to have these big grandioso events to promote ourselves. It's also good to keep in mind that we do need those events every now and then just to stunt, just to show off. This is what we do.
Oh, what?
We do this out here.
Oh dear.
That's
Just
wild.
I can't. I think you both have made very good points. Very not for. Okay, I think you're right. The COVID did show us that no, we don't always have to be in person to do something. I like the accessibility of sometimes working from home and doing things online. I think that can never be overstated, especially for someone like me who I got into gaming because it was so helpful having an online thing and I didn't have to go in person because I was sick. And so the online part is so crucial to me. I will agree with Sidian here where it should never have taken away from in person. Both of them are very important. You can't overstate enough the handshake or a hug, and the vibe. A vibe is something that you can replicate it online, but it's far more difficult than when you see someone you're just like, oh my god, the banter and everything like that it feels easier. I think maybe because of our gen as well, because you first met somebody in person, then it was online.
Yes.
But the reverse can be true because last year I was able to meet quite a few gamers from America when I went over there. We'd started our connection online and then we met in person. So the reverse was true, but it showed that both are important. You can make a connection online first and then meet up in person, but both of them are very, very crucial. I think that is what we need. And I think I'm glad that we're having more in-person events because they are important, especially something like a fighting game. Fighting games, it's just like the energy. People like to like someone watching you from over your shoulder. The way you did the old school like arcades. I miss that energy. And I think with like the push for so much things online, they've lost that a little bit, and I really feel like there needs to be a balance of both, if there can be, and that there should be. So these are to the gaming studios, that where they promote their games solely online. But again, it's also about budget. Someone like Bandai Namco, of course, they can throw the biggest party. They like E-doubles, like they can throw a production on, and it's amazing. But maybe other people don't have that budget. But I feel like it doesn't take that much to have a vibe. When people come around your house, everyone's just playing, and it's not that much. That's not in your living room.
Especially when multiplayer games are involved, it's always a vibe.
It is literally, and so I think that I feel like we've kind of all agreed, which is weird.
You guys silenced me, but in the end, you saw the light. It's okay. Don't worry.
No, it's not.
Also, hello in the dark. We are recording a podcast
It's not
right now.
actually
Thank you
weird.
for
I mean, they go
slotting in
hand
there.
in
I
hand,
didn't know
so.
you'd be free right now, so I'm glad you've been. But please give us your 2 cents.
Well, I mean, they all have their own pros and cons, but anyway, you could make a connection, like you said in the beginning, online, and that will yearn for you to even meet the person. If this person is this crazy or this fun online, wait till I meet this person in person. That's I mean,
no, it's true.
that even makes the whole thing even more fun when you meet in person. And so they complement each other. You can't do away with one and the other. Online connects us over long distances, borders and stuff. In-person events, you get to meet different people from all walks of life at an event who probably don't even have an interest in the online life. Maybe they normally play offline games and stuff like that. But just through one in-person event, you get to go, oh, really? Okay, this game is fun.
100%,
Let me try and jump on it.
100%.
Agreed.
Because not everyone plays the same games you play. You might get someone playing COD, someone playing League of Legends, someone playing Apex. And you know how COD players and Apex players tend to have this kind of
I resent
COD is
that.
better than some of these things. So
Apex players are very
in-person
different.
event
We are
gets
amazing and
like,
phenomenal.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
So exactly, you see what I
Yeah.
mean.
It's funny.
COD players, on the other hand, also defend it to the bone, like blood. But in-person event tends to change certain perceptions about stuff, and you get to share.
Exactly. That's what I'm
Experiences. You
saying.
get to
So
laugh. You actually
I
looking
still
at the
stand
face, not the
by
screen.
not what I'm sorry, but remote working is my favorite thing. And I will
You're looking
I
at the
understand
face.
I will.
See
Yeah.
the vibe we had at Sandbox when you're in Ghana, when you met
Yeah,
your pen
that's
pal
true.
for the first time. You remember how
That's
that
very
was? That
true.
that
Yeah.
energy.
I agree with that completely.
You won't get the
But I
same energy
think when it
online.
comes to working, I will. No, I'm not going in the office yet. Do you know how
Yeah.
long some people's commutes are? Absolutely not. Hey,
I'm not.
Yeah, very true. Very like I said, they all have their pros and cons. Working, when it comes to work aspect, borders, distance doesn't limit you from working. You could use the online channel to still give out your 2 cents and work and everything. As compared to maybe in
Yeah.
person where, like, look at me, it takes me like 2 hours, 2.5 hours to get home. Just from work. Whilst I could easily do whatever I'm doing in person, I could literally do the same thing at home.
Yeah.
No
Yeah,
that's
difference.
all
In
I'm
fact,
saying.
I'll even do
the
better
biggest
because
op
I
of
don't have
what
to
you call
join
it.
traffic.
All time.
Yeah,
uh,
yeah.
that's
My
insane.
brother, it's like
For
I
reference,
close work
people,
at
it's
5.
7:22.
Today is like the earliest I've actually gotten home.
But yeah, I think that was actually the most that we've
Yeah.
mostly agreed on. I think when it comes to events, gaming events, we
See,
need both.
guys, it does happen sometimes. We do agree.
it's not everyday
But I
war.
mean, it's true, not everyday war. So I think to surmise, we all agree that events we both need online and in-person events. Working from home is the best. I don't want to hear any complaints. Dark Knight. Okay,
I'm
there
just
we go.
saying. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not okay. I'll let it go because I'm in a good mood today.
I'm kidding.
It is.
I think there is an argument for both. Hybrid is probably the best. I think I will come into the office once a year, Christmas party. There we go.
That's
Perfect.
wild, but anyway.
Yeah.
What's I'm kidding. But anyway, thank you so much, everyone, for listening. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks to Obsidian Fury,
Sir.
OG Attaku, and In the Dark. This is your first podcast, first of many as well.
Nice. Pleasure to be here.
And obviously, it's me, Creatively Anzi, and this is Melanin Gamers. So catch us on our next podcast. See you guys later. Bye.
Later, guys.